Hey guys, RULivingYou here, trying to balance a camera. It's funny, I was watching, or a phone, I was watching this girl. She had 142,000 subscribers, and she was literally balancing her phone on her, steering wheel column, and it fell like 3 times. And I felt like an idiot for leaving in me dropping a phone last week. Come on, I just had this and now it won't do it. Dropping. Come on, you can do it. Dropping this the last video I made, but just wanted to catch a little bit of what was sunshine 5 minutes ago. Drove up Baseline here in Boulder. It's a pretty epic view. Just a couple-minute drive up on the side of a little foothill they call the Flatiron. Anyway, so do have a couple sponsors for the channel. BlockFi, which is a site that lets you do more with your crypto. If you're into crypto, you can earn monthly interest payments adding up to 8% a year, or get cash loans so you don't have to sell it. And then Cash App as well. Both the links will be in the description. Cash App is a very convenient way to send and receive money between your friends, in a business sense as well. And it has retail boosts for stores like Whole Foods and Starbucks. So it might be something you want to check out. You use my code and get a $5 bonus. But what I want to talk about today is the one thing that has literally helped pain and inflammation for me over anything else. I'm not a guy that would be taking, unfortunately for people that do have to, but I'm not someone that would be trying to do pain maintenance or mediation with morphine type drugs, oxycodone, opioids, let's say. I had a little stint with some of that back in the day, but I haven't taken anything like that in years and years and years. And if I do have a fair amount of pain, or I did until I started doing the thing that this video is about. And some of the issues I have, the physical issues, are a blown out knee, torn meniscus from when I got hit by a car, also broken thumb from when I get hit by that car, and nerve damage in my left shoulder. Couldn't raise my arm like above the chest for about 6 to 8 weeks after I got hit. My knee was as big as a grapefruit, probably like a grapefruit and a half, a melon, more like, for like, I don't know, 12 weeks. About a week after I got in that accident. I should have had it up and not been putting weight on it and using it, but using it ultimately is what got it back, and the thing that this video is about. As well, I got a pretty bad injury when I was snowboarding 15 years ago, to the point where I was throwing my back out a couple times a month. But walked around like a robot, essentially, like literally, so I wouldn't reach in certain directions, positions, wouldn't twist and exert myself in certain directions. And after a few years and a lot of walking, actually, those two things together got a lot of the stamina in my back. I'm not sure if it's a slip disc or a spasm, but it's one of those two. And I'm sure if a doctor x-rayed my back, they would tell me I need surgery, but not an issue anymore, luckily, thank goodness. And so knee, thumb, shoulder, oh yeah, as well as the back. Then I have a hip inflammation from falling down the stairs backwards when I was a kid, like 9 years old. Fell down 2 flights of a flight, bam, corner, down, and jammed my hip. Really didn't break anything, but just jammed my hip and was in crutches and couldn't really walk very well for a few weeks, 4 or 6 weeks. So up until I started doing the thing this video is about, I basically would wake up with a lot of stiffness, soreness, couldn't really stand in one place on a hard surface for more than a couple hours before I would have a lot of pain in my back and my hip. And luckily the knee wasn't ever super painful, but it does have, it's not quite as strong as it was. Luckily this brought it back probably like to 98%. And so what is that thing that I'm talking about? It's really simple, and a lot of you will brush it off, I know, because most people do, and it's kind of frustrating for me because it's the one thing that helps me not live in daily pain, wake up with stiffness, soreness, and I feel honestly it helps with overall mood and just general well-being. And there's scientific research to prove that grounding, putting your feet on the earth for 30 minutes a day, has the effects of pain reduction, reduced inflammation, better sleep, better immune function, and protection from EMF and radiation like cell phone, Wi-Fi signals. Helps your cells actually protect themselves from those frequencies. Now, the reason why this happens is when you put your bare feet on dirt, grass, sand, stone. You can do it on a concrete slab if it's just over dirt as well, but it has to be the ground floor on the dirt. Allows the natural electromagnetic negative ions from the earth to enter your body directly. And you need to have 2 points of connection to make the connection to have the negative ions enter your body. And talking about reduced inflammation, that's the one thing that basically causes all chronic disease, pain, sickness. It's inflammation in your cells on the cellular level. And there's scientific research to back up that within 20 minutes, I believe was the amount of time that there is noticed like electromagnetically reduced inflammation at the cellular level when someone puts their bare feet on the ground for at least 20 minutes. Now, the recommended time is 30 minutes a day. I'm not doing that much right now in the wintertime, but I've been doing this for over a year now, and I can honestly say there's just nothing that has helped my day-to-day chronic pain. And like I said, overall sense of well-being, just mood. It's something that forces you to kind of take a break. I'm not a meditation guy per se, but grounding forces you to kind of take time out, maybe focus on some breathing. And it just, as soon as I'm done doing it, I just feel like a stress release, essentially. That's the one thing I noticed very quickly. And the other thing I noticed is that different locations will affect me more quickly, more slowly, more dramatically, less dramatically, that I will notice some of it at certain locations and not notice it as much as others. And I find that near trees and possibly water sources, maybe like underground water sources, seem to have a more immediate and profound effect when I've done this for the past year and a half now. So just wanted to share that with everybody. I'm going to be making a few more videos about this because I think it's very important for people. Holistic cancer treatment centers use grounding as part of their treatment for their patients, and there's lots of other applications. I encourage you to do your own research to find the scientific research that actually backs up all the 5 benefits: pain reduction, inflammation, better sleep, better immune function, and protection from EMF. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day.